individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
I got bored, so I turned the timer off. Fuck it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't feel like doing it. Fuck it.
Wow. Okay. Happy birthday. You in a mood?
Nah, I'm in a mood.
Is it the blue 29s? Is it getting to you?
It's that. It's that
Is
I'm
it
gonna
the
be
end of an era?
fucking. I'm
The
gonna
end
be
of an
30 cocksucking years old next year. This is the last year of my 20s, which is fucking ridiculous. Why is it gone?
Where's it going?
Where did it go? That thing that we talked about fucking like yesterday and today or whatever, that's fucking irritating me.
Yeah, I get it.
Fucking everything.
Hey, Smokester. Hey, Will.
What's going on?
How you doing?
End of my engagement from my contract on a job, but I'm going to be renewed next week. But might as well, take the day off.
Hell yeah. Not a huge
what
show
do we
tonight.
have here? We have a waterhead situation.
Shut the fuck up. Not a huge show tonight. Next week's show is gonna probably be the biggest show that I've ever done in my entire life. And it's been a pain in the ass keeping everything under wraps for the better part of like 6 months. So yeah. I mean, I've been like, once you see tomorrow's show and then you go back and watch older shows, you'll be like, oh, that was a reference. It's what we call in the show business call forward. Very professional. 10 out of 10. So,
Hey, William. This is Kenny. I'm
oh
sorry,
my God.
I'm
my God. How are you?
Tonight. I'm not going to be able to join the show. Smokey's in jail. I've got to go bail him out. I wanted to let you know. I promised you I'd join, but I can't. I've got to go bail him out. So please forgive me. I'm a man of my word. I'm sorry.
I'm in jail, Sir Charles.
Yeah. What? Why is he in jail? What happened?
You fucking baby raper! You fucking baby raper!
I hope Knock takes me to court one day so that somebody.
Battle Creek.
Come to Battle Creek.
Uh,
I guess I should acknowledge chat. I love you guys, but where's all the money? Send more money. I don't actually need it, but I'm trying to get ahead. Oh boy. Hey, Karl.
Oh, here we go. Be nice to say. Let me read it so I can do the voice. Okay. So I'm here. Be nice to say some questions, attempt to help me on my work with the faith. Something tells me I will be shit talked, but I'll give a shot.
Can I try too? Can I try that too?
You can if you want to, but he'll probably just get upset and.
No. I'll do it in a proper cadence. So
hold on, wait. Before you do, I got something I got to put up on the screen here.
I will say this too. Let me say this as a preface for the entire show. Brett, I know you don't care about the answer to the questions. You never did. Okay. You've been asking the same questions for 20 freaking years. Okay. You don't care about the answers. You don't care how good the answers are. You don't care if the answers reconcile the issues of the questions. You will still be asking the same freaking retarded questions next week, next month, next year, on and on. So really, this is an opportunity to use your content, I guess, as you would say, to point out something for people that will actually be able to learn something from it. So yes, we are going to go ahead and dedicate some time to answering your water-headed inquiries. Yes.
Because he's water-headed.
Oh yeah, I gotta acknowledge chat. That's why I got fucking autism going on. I went to acknowledge chat and I saw Brett was over there. So that goth nerd, by the way, thank you very much for all of your help in the Damon situation. Appreciate that. Of course, Karl's here. Satan's little helper, which is not my sock. Shannon, why would I wish myself a happy birthday? See, the problem is that I did have a sock having to do something with like Satan or Lucifer or something just to throw people off the trail.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. It's not my birthday until tomorrow, but whatever.
And it's
anyway,
all your fault.
It's all my fault. He was a prison bitch.
Are we gonna have a nice bowl of chili with some cheese this time?
Oh, Warren, stop with the memes. Stop making fun.
Oh, by the way, random chimp event. Do we have one?
Kind of.
Cool.
Just watch Tom Rabbit's news. Yes, I saw that. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I was busy.
Yeah, Darth Dawkins is still trying to defend the statement that people who lie on the internet are worse than pedophiles. He's still trying to square that circle.
Wonderful. Darth is a retard. Wow. Water is wet.
I mean,
Hashtag don't overtalk me.
You're under talking him is what you're doing.
all things considered, Von Helden is both a liar and a pedophile.
Well, fair enough. I don't know who this sock belongs to, but this person is so dedicated that they actually followed me to my Getter account and actually responds to stuff. So that's neat.
Nice.
I don't know what's sadder, that they follow you that much or that you have a Getter account.
Yeah, the Getter account actually has like almost 400 subs. I barely dick around with it, but like when I first made a Getter account, I just started posting based memes and then people started following me.
Remember how the last time that Brett Keane had a piss baby fit on us? It was because we let Bernie in the room to hang out there, and now we're
we probably already ruined this.
And now we're letting Bernie to hang out in the room with us. That it's all coming full circle.
I mean, Brett could come in. Just Brett lacks testicles.
Brett won't come in because I'm here, and that's fine either way.
And Bernie said, "Well, he'll never come in the room with Bernie. He'll never come in the room with Bernie."
This guy. Now, I don't really know who this is, or what exactly gave me the impetus to follow him on other social media. I think it was something on Twitter or something. I went over there to post like. What was I doing on Twitter? Oh yeah, I was taking a shit and I got a notification from Twitter because Twitter does push notifications for people you're not following now. So they'll just give you something that's trending. And there was this bitch whining about trannies. So I posted a picture of the Ukrainian military holding up their white and blue or yellow and blue swastikas. And then something of his came across my shit. So I've been trying to watch some of his content.
Shout out to Brenda's Raging Boner, by the way. I appreciate your work.
I haven't gotten that far, but I appreciate the reference also. Kenny's garden tool. I don't get the reference, but I appreciate the koala, you fucking slag.
Really?
No, why?
Okay, so I had called Janet Duttridge and Cheryl, the both of them, a bunch of whores. And a hoe is a gardening tool.
I see. So, okay.
There you go.
Wonderful. Okay. Great.
Smokey's getting hoes, y'all.
You're not blocked. I don't even know what you're talking about. I have blocked a shitload of people, but I was in a mood. I never block people. Yeah, like I don't even know where.
Will was on his period.
Settings.
Will's always on his period.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I blocked. Let's see. I was in a bad mood. I blocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm gonna block your whole family.
18.
Will, you're still a lightweight compared to Brett. You're still a lightweight.
I blocked about 20 people. Although, to be fair, most of them are thick shade sock accounts.
Brett has probably blocked half of the internet collectively at a few points in time.
He's blocked me on every account, and I'm proud of that.
Is Brenda's Raging Boner here? If so, I missed her in chat. Oh, you made an edit on Twitter? You know, stop. Listen, nobody over there. I don't know who the sock is, but nobody over there really engages with me in any meaningful way. They usually are just like, "Yep, I agree with this thing that you posted," which I don't know what else I was expecting because it's Getter and I'm conservative. Although I don't think Brett would consider me conservative because I got a potty mouth and I'm a hateful son of a bitch. But all things considered, I am like pretty conservative. And so, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I'm in conservative heaven over there. So, like, who is going to argue with me except for really angry liberals who made accounts, which there are like 5. What were you saying?
Well, I mean, Will, I'm the only angry liberal amongst the people on the stream, I would say that Brett is not even a conservative.
You don't think so?
No, he likes Trump because Trump says what he wants to hear, and that's about it.
Should I take a political compass test? By the way, Erica, thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. If you want to get me a gift, you don't actually have to spend any money if you already have a goat and a copper bowl. I take animal sacrifices. I also take name dedications of future born children. I will also accept prayers of any kind, as I am the patron deity of chaos. So
how about more stuffed koalas?
Do the
no, if you send me a koala, you're going to extra hell. That's what's happening to you. You're going directly to super fucking hell. It even says fucking on the sign.
They got the best.
So tired. No, at first it was like kind of funny, which by the way, fuck you. At first it was like kind of funny that they were like, oh, koalas, ha ha ha, but I actually fucking hate them. And I wish people would stop sending me koalas. I wish people would stop fucking retweeting koalas. Are you fucking shitting me with this fucking garbage? I am just so fucking tired of all the koala shit. I'm tired of my Twitter.
All right.
There's full of fucking koalas. I'm going to take a
solid.
Shut the fuck. You know what?
This is your knock moment. Ice cream cones in my chest.
I get koalas every fucking day. Every day I get koalas.
I get koalas.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Brett, you love this one. Koalas are made out of fucking hate.
Koalas attack your family.
I'm gonna flag. I'm gonna flag every fucking koala. It was cute when you did it, all right, Guru. I forgive you. But my wife trolls me with that fucking koala now. She does. She keeps it by the bedside table on top of the lamp. And you know what she does? She'll put it next to me while I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up. I'll wake up next to that fucking thing, staring me in the goddamn face.
That's your ice cream.
Fucking believable.
That is your ice cream for all time.
Boy.
And you should be proud of it.
Yeah, it's called Feckle Pap. It's disgusting. You could tell some Australian fucking Yahoo named that substance.
There you go. It did you a solid. I think that's a better sight to see.
Situation. Hey, wait a minute. You used the same missing milk carton that I used for Knock's leg. That's neat. It's a callback.
I mean, Brett is missing like Knock. I mean, like no one appears to like find him.
You have awakened You've awakened my inner bear. I'll never forget that. That was another great Knock moment from back in the day.
I mean,
not even back in the day. Wasn't that like a couple of months ago? What am I fucking talking about?
I mean, you got to be impressed with Knock lately. Knock has just been praising up Smokey, which is just beautiful.
It has been weird.
Speaking of Knock,
he's turned into like a fanboy.
We're not reviewing the video this week. I don't want to talk about Knock this week. It's my birthday. I shouldn't have to like seriously discuss one of his videos. But he's like, why is Smokey in Kentucky? Is he there to face the charges? Well, the truth of the matter is, and I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I will now. The truth of the matter is, Smokey was in Kentucky because he was in Clay County looking for Jerry's money. There. Does that satisfy everyone's fucking curiosity about why
I was on a quest for Jerry's money?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He went out there with Kenny because listen, no, Kenny lives in Kentucky, but he also owns a metal detector.
Yeah. So I told like many people, including Kenny too. I said, so we have a main quest to like Kenny's family in Virginia, and then we have side quests that'll like come up along the side, like collect a precious stone, which we did. And then there's like another one where collect explosive devices, and we did that too. And so now we have to go to follow up on the main quest, and then we have to finish up the side quests, and we'll be done. So
You know what? If you can't find one, Guru, that's actually fucking hilarious, and I have a joke about that in a minute. But Guru, I actually like the ones you sent me are pretty good. Like I've used them a bunch of times now. I don't always have time because I'm just a busy dad. So, but if you can't find a red bento, it's fine. It's fine. I appreciate that you sent me anything. I appreciate that anyone gives a shit about any of this fucking garbage. So,
Does the side quest include getting yourself a fresh batch of Kentucky whiskey? Like,
you know,
is it?
No, that was just something he picked up from some random Khajiit. Khajiit is innocent of all crime. Anyway, so the from the horror stories that Smokey tells me, traveling across the country for any reason with Kenny is a lot like traveling with somebody with all the map markers on for quests and not not approaching them in any sensible order. Just literally
it's like Vaughn playing Elder Scrolls is kind of like traveling
Elder Scrolls
with
or online. You remember
Kenny,
those
where
days?
are you?
Brett?
I don't know. I'm off over here trying to level up my equipment.
It wasn't even a Shonda. It was a fucking show. It was like the Holocaust. It's fucking unreal. Anyway, I guess we get some Brett questions. Where do I find these fucking things?
All right, so you have to go to his channel. He's got 3 videos, challenge to Christians. You can just pick one of them. I know we're not going to do all 3 of them, so
I gotta reset the
we'll
audio
just kind of
because
pick one that looks interesting to you, I suppose.
Yeah, one's good enough.
Oh, so none of them? We're done? Sorry. What the fuck is this?
I mean, there's one with him talking about humans on strings, so like fatalism type of thing, like hyper double deterministic fatalism type thing.
Angel Love!
But that's just a byproduct of very shallow philosophical thinking, and it's kind of boring. But we could do that.
I mean, Smokey. He's just plagiarizing Matt Powell. I mean, like, let's be serious about this.
Oh well, yeah. So,
is it just me or is
he
this
does
channel?
love Matt Powell. He does love Matt Powell.
Oh, it's because
he does love the wife abusing Kent Hovind. I wonder what they have in common.
Well, I mean, it's a 3-way orgy right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Hold on, before we get to that,
they can take turns beating each other's wives, and have a good old fun grand time. So,
Smokey, I found a new picture for the last scene for Brett Keane. Like Brett Keane was last scene. The fucking photograph that'll go on the last scene posters.
Oh, could we?
Here it is.
Why would you post this?
Cardinals.
This is the most racist.
Have you seen? Wait. Oh,
I
think I fucked it up again. Hold on. There we go. I got the audio. All right. This isn't just a photo. This is a whole thing.
If you love me, you'll sing me a song.
A song.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh my God, he does that thing that my mother-in-law does where she sings the wrong fucking lyrics.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful day to be in your neighbor. To be mine.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Please, Gord, deliver me from people who don't know the words to song but insist on fucking singing them anyway.
He looks like a corpse. It looks like Weekend at Bernie's.
Where Weekend? All right, sorry. I'm fucking distracted by.
Man, where's? Forget it. How many atheists do you think they like? Say, oh, the dog.
Brett needs your
Hello,
donation.
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. I hope you're all having a blessed day.
Fuck off.
Please don't have it. Please don't have it at one speed. Like for the love of God.
Yeah,
like,
I haven't watched a Brett video in a while. I forgot. Fucking sue me. Oh, look, we can get it in 1080p. We get to. Why do you, Brett? Why do you upload? Why do you upload your videos in 1080p resolution when 90% of your videos are a static image?
What? A photo from a decade ago.
Why are you even Why are you wasting your bandwidth? And probably because we know that at least one other person in your house is streaming a video or some shit. While why are you? Do you hate? Do you just hate your family? Why? Anyway, let me just fix.
I mean, Will, we know the answer to that. Of course, he hates you.
No, that's another. That's another.
Turn your audio off.
Turn your fucking audio off.
Orf.
Orf. There we go. This is
He
here.
sounds like a freaking sea. He sounds like one of those walruses. Orf.
You're thinking of a sea lion, or also a seal.
Yeah,
Orf,
it's a sea lion, all right.
Orf.
Yeah, there goes my retardation. Orf.
Kenny smokes too much marijuana. It bothers me.
Hey everyone. Hey Smokey. Hey Will.
Hey
Hello,
Lisa.
Lisa. Good evening.
You know what? I should have made myself a birthday joint. I think I might actually do that when I like halfway through this, when I go to have a cigarette. I might roll myself a birthday joint and call it a night. Oh, you know what? I know I do actually have some things that I want. I'm probably gonna dick around and you don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna be fucking around in my office. You don't care. I should have just stopped there when I thought I was gonna start the show. You don't care. Just turn it off. Okay, moving on with the questions.
You know, I have been a Christian for about 6 years. In the beginning, I had a issue with
motherfucking lies.
You know how freaking
okay. Whoa. Wait a minute.
You're in the same room as me, and this is gonna echo like a motherfucker.
Is this Brett Keane?
Yes, it is, Lisa.
Yes. How could you tell, Lisa?
Okay.
Wasn't that he plastered his fucking name literally everywhere on the screen? The photo of him.
And the flesh, Lisa. And the flesh.
Whoa. Brett Keane porn bombs people, and he says he's been a Christian for 6 years.
Yeah.
He did it to me too, but I let him do it after he was mad at me for being boring, so he porn bombed me, and I just let it play, and that video is still on my channel. Never been flagged.
Like, who can porn bomb people and then claim to be Christian?
Yeah, that's a bunch of malarkey right there, man. Like,
what are you, fucking Joe Biden? Malarkey.
I mean,
there's a malarkey.
Okay. All right, I don't have a problem with porn as long as everybody here knows I'm an atheist, okay? I don't have a problem with porn as long as everyone's consenting and all that good stuff. But don't go porn bombing people on the internet. Good grief.
He porn bombed Miss Parker.
Sorry, Lisa, it's nothing personal. It's just that I like atheists when they come in the room, because it's like, I'm an atheist. Yeah, we know. It's like they feel the need to tell everyone all the time, and it's kind of cute. It's like, I don't know. It's just like,
what? You know, Will, there may be somebody in the side chat that doesn't know.
The reality with Will is now a Muslim, so I'm like,
that's true. I don't know if the atheists go around telling everyone they're atheists like they're a sex offender in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like they go around like,
wait a minute.
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm an atheist. Just letting you know that I live next door.
No, I do not go around doing that. Although I do live in Eugene, and most people here are pretty cool with you doing whatever the hell you want. As long as it's
what?
No. As long as it's consensual, people here are pretty much cool with you doing whatever you want.
You fucking baby raper!
I just, you know what? Let's just get on with the video before I end up causing a problem. I can't. I have no self-control.
It's fun to cause problems.
It is fun. It's like, can you control yourself? No, I can't. I tried. Anyway, Smokey,
Man,
TJ, are you with me?
Hey, William, I got sidetracked. I have ADHD, as you know. So I went over to this little crab feed restaurant. I got a little drink, and I'm thinking, how many times has Smokey kicked me out of the stream because of my ADHD? So I'm thinking I'm going to leave his butt in jail. And I'm going to hope that he has enough communicable ADHD from me to drive them crazy enough that they kick him out of jail.
Smokey right now is in real physical jail. All right. He's in real...
I left him in jail. Yeah, exactly. I left him in jail.
Mark.
Kenny is like one of those annoying GPS markers in No Need for Speed, where if you don't do what it says, it just throws a hissy fit.
I'm sorry, the Herx marble thing was about the funniest goddamn thing I've ever fucking heard. When that stupid bastard. I'm sorry. I'll get over it one of these days, but it was iconic. I had to clear out my cache after that. I looked up some anyway. It doesn't matter.
The many different philosophical positions that I hold, I had to do a lot of thinking and a lot of research and meditation to come to some of the conclusions.
What he thinks? I don't think so.
He did some meditation. Can you imagine him in a wife beater? And never mind. Can you imagine him barefoot? No, actually.
No, you misunderstood him. He thought with his two brain cells that he's got left, and now he has no brain cells left.
Okay, when he said he was in meditation, all I could think of is Brett in fucking yoga pants, and now I'm going to have to kill myself.
Well, I mean, Lisa, I believe Brett was asking Von Helton his opinion on his Christian feeling.
I can't handle how sexy I am in my yoga pants. Situation.
Jeez, Will, you sound like Kat.
I know, because Kat and I used to do the voice back and forth, just like fucking me and Jorn. That's the thing is that, like, Brett, like, when John and me first started being friends, we would talk to each other almost exclusively in the fake Brett Keane voice. We would have whole conversation. Well, can you pass me the ketchup? Stop fucking attacking my family. He was living in my fucking house talking to me like Brett Keane, and then I would respond in kind.
I mean, I have to ask Will, why would you let a Muslim into your house? Why would you do such a thing?
It's not an actual cat. It's actually a tranny. Sorry, I know you're new, but it's okay. We'll get you up to speed here in a month or two, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
Oh yeah, Brett got cum on his cat one time.
Oh, did he?
Just like Shane Dawson.
Well, she shouldn't have been looking at him like that. She's giving him some type of fucking look.
That cat is a victim.
Now, if you do want to send money for my birthday, all of my links are down below. And I have no idea if all of them are there because I fucked with it and now it's fucked. So, oh well.
You know what you need for your birthday, Will? You need a good pile of dildos just lined up.
I want to dial up my wife and get an old me. I want to call my wife in here and get a good old fashioned Gorham Jorb.
He needs the first edition of How to Be a Dad for Dummies. That's what he needs.
Oh yeah! Wow. What
Will.
are you saying? What are you saying? You want to fucking fight, asshole?
Have you figured out how to change a diaper yet, Will?
I've literally done it for a living longer than you've been alive, probably.
I told Will that someday I'm gonna have a sit down with my godson, and I'm gonna tell him all the hateful shit his father said about him when he was a baby.
Don't say it here live. Don't fucking say it. He doesn't know. He doesn't speak English yet. Listen, he's basically Jello. Oh my god. Everything about my life is fucking silly. Okay?
You fucking baby raper.
I know. It's fucking, especially over the past couple of days. I'm just sitting there contemplating my life decisions, going, "Ha!" Because you know, before you sit down and make a plan about anything, what your first thought should be is, how could this go wrong? Never in my mind is that a consideration. I don't think about things as thoroughly as I probably should before I do them, but it's okay. Everything works out. God is with us. But I make decisions that literally no one else on this planet would make. Like,
Uncle Kincaid giving me some tidbits of wisdom over there.
I hope you guys find Jerry's money and bring it back to New York State, and then we could start a legit cult on the books. I think, Smokey, remember that time we accidentally a cult?
I do remember we were accidentally a cult.
Yeah.
I've been debunking Hammy Boy in my last episode, the one I'm working on right now. I've been kind of silly on.
Is Ken Ham the Ark encounter, or is he Dinosaur?
That is correct. Ken Ham would be
he's the Ark encounter, and he sued his
theme park preachers. That's what I call them.
He sued his fucking insurance company for flood damage. That's like precious.
What? He's suing what?
He sued his insurance company for flood damage.
So the Ark,
the fucking Ark
damage. The Ark got water damage.
Man, they sure did get flooded.
It was designed by Von Helton.
So, and by the way, Kenny and I will attest to this. The outside of the Ark looks like absolute shite right now. Okay, like it very much basically looks very authentic these days. Like it's been floating around in salty water for a year. Like it looks like that now officially. So just so you know.
Well, it isn't even an Ark. I mean,
it actually looks awful. It actually looks absolutely awful from the outside.
I just see a Subway sandwich.
Hey guys, check this out. When you guys
terrible.
You guys telling me about the Ark encounter, all I can imagine is Ken Ham standing outside the Ark encounter doing this shit.
Well, then my
just imagine this while it's flooding the inside of his fucking his Ark. Just
they actually have a bus. Will they actually have a bus? In Disney where they've got trams because the parking lot's so big you can't get from the parking lot to Disney World. So they've got trams to transport you to the entrance. Well, they wanted the Ark to be in Nowhere's Land, so they put the parking lot in Nowhere's Land and got a bus to take you to Nowhere's Land where the Ark is.
I'm aware. You have to drive a mile on a bus from the entrance to get to the freaking boat. And you got to pay $15. $15 American for parking.
Hold on. I had, guys, I'm sorry. I had a funny thought. Kent Hovind outside of the Dinosaur Adventureland immediately after that kid drowned.
And, oh man, but you know,
Wow.
but okay,
That's gonna piss off a lot of fans. I'm gonna guarantee it.
But I'm gonna tell you right now. You know, Ken doesn't even know what a fucking ark is because an ark isn't a boat.
It's not a boat at all.
It's a box.
It's a box.
So I about that too. Like in terms of Kent Hovind's disgusting reputation with a cold heart towards both the death as well as molestation and abuse of children, I find it staggering that he has still managed to maintain such a following amongst supposed Christians. But yeah,
I've heard he's got serial killers on his campus. But
well, I mean,
I don't know.
I
believe
it. Streams with
well,
Brett, it's pretty obvious.
Guru, I can probably fix your roof for $15,000. I can't guarantee that it'll be waterproof, but it'll be a better job than fucking Ken Ham's
Let me show
ark.
you, just so you're aware of some of the pure, unparalleled, vile hypocrisy of Matt Powell and Kent Hovind and those other NIFB swine. Okay, right? So they got convicted murderers, pedophiles, rapists, and all of the like that are working over there at Dinosaur Adventureland. Matt Powell is amongst them, right? And Matt Powell is on record for saying that those people are supposed to be executed and stoned. And he is literally now at a theme park working alongside these fucking degenerate scum of reality who
Wait a
are
minute. That's supposed to be a theme park?
Of course it is. And you know what the theme is? The theme is pseudoscience. That's the theme of the theme park. Yes, pseudoscience. And
hey, check it out. It's Kent Hovind after his 5th divorce.
Bovine.
Kent Bovine. Kent Bovine. He's rocking that Charleston. He's rocking the Charleston shuffle. Cool.
Kenny is attempting to assist in the application process for the 5th wife so that it can be streamlined a little bit this time. Because last time he had to wait like a whole week. And we're hoping this time to get the turnaround down to like 48 hours. And Kenny is volunteering to assist. Isn't that right, Kenny?
That's right. And let everybody know that Hovind's bees need to be wearing jimmies.
Wait.
There you go.
Check it out. It's Smokey when it's Smokey after the rapture when he realizes that Thick Shades isn't there.
But anyway, the Ken Ham debunk that I'm working on right now is going to be a little bit sillier than usual because I've had to distract myself from the.
I'm talking to some friends.
It's Will Kincaid when the pregnancy test comes back negative.
No, for real. My wife actually could legitimately be pregnant again, but I don't know. We don't even care anymore.
Or you might be pregnant.
Another waterhead. Possibly another waterhead. I guess we wouldn't bother trying to hide this one, right? Since Knock ruined it last time by stalking the wife of Will Kincaid online, who has nothing to do with any of this, so that he could find personal information about an impending child and make a video about it, calling it the Antichrist. Gore Jorb, Knock.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why I call Knock a drama channel.
Hold on the bovine.
You know, we're 40 minutes in, and we have not even gotten into like 10 minutes of Brett's video. Like,
you know that I know. What I'm doing is I'm setting it up so that Brett can make a video tomorrow about how we never answered his questions.
Hey, I'm Tony
about how
Cameroni. Have you feel like you feel like you've been to the art museum and you feel like it's been flooded? Well, don't worry no more, because now is the time to actually reconsider buying one of our fucking lemons.
Well, you see, Smokey or Spooky, when a mommy and a daddy fuck very quietly in the room next door.
Who said anything about quiet, Will?
Yeah, you're right. I took
Lisa. Man, that is some serious baby making right there. Like, why the hell are you guys quiet?
I tried a condom one time and then never again.
Well, I'm
gonna come.
Well, fun fact. Fun fact. Knock tried that out with his sister.
So, Smokey.
Yeah, I did. I will catch. I will catch some AIDS to tap that ass. Knock.
I've got a question for you. Do you think Adam and Eve were the only family, or do you think there were more people?
No, there were not. Like Genesis 1 is basically a. It speaks about the general creation of man. Genesis 2 is more of the. Genesis 1 is more of the bullet points. It just doesn't get into much details. Yes.
That's what I try to tell young earthers, and they're like, "Oh no, Adam and Eve were the only people." I'm like, people, look at Genesis 4, I think it was, where Cain says to God, "My punishment is too much to bear, because if anybody sees me, they're gonna want to kill me." If they're the only people on the face of the earth, who the fuck is he afraid of?
Exactly. And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Afraid.
Yeah, like if it's just one if it's just one couple, think about the logic right there. It's literally virtually impossible to repopulate the entire earth with just one couple. That's impossible. It's literally impossible.
Guys, we're almost halfway through the we're almost halfway through the show. But this is me every time Knox says that he's not coming back to YouTube. And I tell you what, I'm gonna fucking actually do this in front of a real school bus. I'm gonna put a magnet set that says dick fags across the fucking side, and I'm gonna do this fucking dance. So, Knock, the next time you want to, commit YouTube aside again, let me know ahead of time so that I can get the footage so that I can play this as soon as possible. So, this fucking...
Yeah. What's up, boys?
Knock when his kid ages out of child support.
No, Kincaid got it backwards. Remember, he doesn't pay child support.
Oh, right. This is actually his baby mama not paying child support.
There you go.
No, actually, come to think of it, technically she didn't support the kid financially quite as much as his deceased stepfather. So this is his deceased stepfather in heaven being upset that he died, but really happy that he no longer has to support his fucking stepson's habit. Such a fucking
I really love the. I'm not gonna lie, I love the Charleston dance. Not gonna lie, that old man is working it right there.
This shit goes with everything.
He's not. I agree. He's not actually a bad dancer. It's just funny.
Yeah, he is. It makes it better. It makes it better.
It does.
Oh man! Well, we really got to get into the show. I think we've only been past.
Oh, really? You think 45 minutes in? Knock is going live in 15 minutes.
Wow! And he's
Check
back.
it out.
He's back.
He's been back. Not that anybody cares, but this is Knock every time he figures out that he got his audio levels correct for once.
Man, I really gotta learn that choreography. I mean, that would be my victory dance every time I, ace something or just, actually It's like that's me when the joke that when a person throws a joke at me, but the joke actually backfires at them. So yeah, that's me. I would dance to that one.
This is knock every time wait. This is knock every time he gets away with doing something weird with a kid.
That's how Knock feels after every time he kisses his daughter like a freaking ice cream cone.
I just want to caption this. I want to caption just this still, and it just says the neighbors, and it's a big arrow pointing to this guy's fucking head.
Well,
What
happened between you and Knock?
Yeah,
Did you really just ask me that fucking question? Did you miss like the last 2 years of bullshit? Hold on,
I try to stay out of the YouTube drama. Let's just put it that way.
He's gay and he has.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I hate that era. The YouTube drama era. Drama is bad. Hashtag subscribe to my channel. Fucking
job.
Seriously.
Subscribe to my
For
channel.
sure. It's like as if the word drama is a freaking taboo word.
It's not.
I hated that. I hated that. Seriously.
Actually,
No,
it's
I
even
mean,
worse.
I
Almost anything these days is almost anything these days to say is a taboo word.
That's
You can't even say the Q word.
I mean, it doesn't
That's
even
right,
have
you
to
can't
be
even say that.
YouTube. It doesn't even have to be YouTube. I try to stay out of drama, period. Of course, right now there's a lot of drama going on in my life with my dad dying recently, but
Wow, way to bring down the room.
Condolences, Lisa. My deepest sympathies.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
mood killer.
I mean, Lisa, the drama is an art. Drama is an art, and it has to be mastered.
Where the fuck is my weed jar? I thought it was in.
I think you can get away with it. I think you can almost get away with anything if you master the tenets of drama, and that way you could, fire up a conspiracy. Like it doesn't matter if nobody knows or if some knows, as long as you meet that agenda.
Found my fucking weed jar.
Speaking of drama,
this is now going to be a video how we answered none of Brett Keane's questions.
Yeah, I don't care.
Did
you? Actually, I have a theory. I have a theory that I came up with recently. Yeah, my theory is that Jordan has joined the Taliban exclusively.
You know what? Fine. I agree. I don't care.
I think Knock needs a harder smack than Chris Rock.
Well, wait a minute. Let's let Bernie try and land that one. Bernie, give us some supporting evidence or argumentation. Help us out with that one.
Absolutely. As we may know, Jordan was suffering from money as of late. There, I believe, like 6 months ago, he was crying to Von Helton that everyone was hurting his feelings and he had no money and he was about to get kicked out of his apartment. As we know.
Oh yeah, 6 months ago. Yeah.
And suddenly he marries this Islamic woman, exclusively Islamic, and he did admit to on Von's stream that he did convert in a mosque. And
that's actually factually accurate.
Money, a car, all these things. Where did that money?
He showed
come
up
from?
in my house in a fucking hybrid.
My ideas, I believe. Exactly. So he's got fucking money. So chances are Jordan is now working with the Taliban.
You know what? Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. I buy it.
I believe it.
Which Jordan are we talking about?
What?
Jordan. J-Dubs.
Which Jordan?
Jordan.
Oh, okay.
J-Dubs.
Come on.
Gotcha.
That malignant.
I'm actually I'm about to roll a joint here, so if I'm not talking, it's because I'm trying to fucking do this. I can only find my little grinder. I can't find my big one, so this is going to be a fucking pain in the ass. I'm rolling myself a birthday joint.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Oh, it's your birthday?
Yeah. Well, it will be in like 3 hours.
It's your birthday.
Oh,
marijuana is kosher. How does anybody feel about marijuana anyway?
I have tried it once and it had no effect on me actually.
Then you were smoking fake shit.
Yeah, that was
more.
controversial.
Smoke more.
It's actually
I'd say
legal
it's like-
here, but I haven't tried it.
I mean, I'm all for it if it's not over the counter, like it's prescriptive. Like, let's say if I want to treat somebody with Parkinson's to ease off their tremors, then yeah, I would use that. But
Yeah.
recreationally, yeah, no, that's kind of dangerous. Like, imagine you're a regular marijuana user and kind of significantly alters the metabolics of your brain. Yeah, I could imagine if my pilot was a recreational marijuana user. Yeah, I wouldn't trust my flight.
Let me tell you something. Now, the kind of people that you're probably talking about who shouldn't do marijuana are the same people who get addicted to cheeseburgers and scratch off tickets, and their brains were already fucked to begin with. So I disagree with your statement.
At this, the way, well, I would say it like this: addiction can be found in many forms, like Kincaid just said. You know, it can be anything. It can be burgers, it can be tacos, it can be
Oh, that is
gambling,
way too much fucking. God damn it! Sorry, go ahead.
That's true.
Well,
That's
you
true.
shut up and let me talk. I've been trying to get a word in. Anyways, like you said, you get addicted to pretty much anything, even driving. It's like, but of course, you know, when it comes to recreational weed, going back to the topic, I'm fine with medical, but recreational, I don't like it and I am against it, but it's not like you're doing cocaine or methamphetamines or LSD or something. You know,
Only the cool kid. Only
I'm
the cool kids
against
do
it.
heroin.
Yeah,
Oh, you know something that you do probably do recreationally, probably like vitamins and shit too. That's technically fucking.
Not really.
Yeah, but the good thing about legalized recreational marijuana is that you actually have legitimate dispensaries and they don't cut it with shit.
Can you tell the audience what I said after you said your wife might be pregnant again? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me just I'm dicking with this fucking joint here.
He's got his dick in the joint, y'all.
Wait, you might be
Shut
having
the
another
fuck
kid.
up.
Wait, you're having another kid, Will?
I don't know. I fuck my wife without a condom, and I don't care about the consequences, so it's entirely possible. And Karl goes to me yesterday after I said that to him. He goes, I don't remember exactly what he said to start with, though. It was something like, "Ah, Jesus Christ, another one? I'm still paying for the last one," or some shit like that. I can't afford all these. I can't afford the one you've got.
I said,
Do you guys like espressos?
I'm having a hard enough time helping provide for the first one. You already got it.
Hey, Smokester, look at my coffee. I just want to ask, like, is the offer for me being your
my baby
you hear
mama's
that?
child?
Oh, you should hear what Kenny said. Oh, you should hear what Kenny just said.
What did he say?
Here.
I said,
no, tell him what you just said.
No, I said, is the offer of being Smoker's resident barista still up? Is the offer there?
That was savage.
I didn't hear it.
It's like,
hey guys,
hey, hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta go outside to smoke this. I don't smoke inside.
Oh, that's awesome. So I'm gonna tell a story about him while he's gone, so he can't stop me.
It's Smokey.
So he's like.
Every time Will leaves the chat, this is Smokey. All right.
He was
What is all this? Hold on. What is this about me playing apologetics for Catholics? That's the third person today. That's the third person today who's. Is that a baby raper joke? If so, it's not that clever. Jesus. Anyway, I'll be back. Fuck.
Actually, it's funny.
I think that refers to the Catholics being against birth control.
So yeah, probably. That's probably true. Like can't kill the sperm, because if you kill the sperm, you're killing a child. I guess that's how that
That's
works.
the stupidest thing I heard. Stupidest thing I heard.
Let's remember, Will's a Muslim, not a Catholic.
Yeah, right. and if we're talking about Catholicism and the stupid things they believe these days, we would be here all night for sure, definitely. So, not to go too deep into that.
Well,
Hey,
I'm
Smokey,
looking for a good
Smokey,
conversation.
Yeah, Smokey, I got a fun update. Brett apparently is watching the stream right now, and he did a follow-up video to us there. That's really
already.
Already.
Done with
so already he's triggered. Okay, good.
It's great. Oh, it is good.
Yeah, so already he's triggered. He's just proving the point that he's
should we
not.
just, that's funny. What we should do is when Will gets back, we should just put that video up. And
it's in the private chat.
That's going to be the way to, see, that's amazing. See, Bernie, do you see how it works out? See, because we're going to respond to Brett Keane, and then we wait for him to just immediately upload the video that we're going to respond to. Do you see how it all just works, like in Waterhead World?
Waterhead World is fun. I love Waterhead World. It's so great.
That's amazing. He hands it to us. It's incredible.
That's because dogs fuck Brett.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Also manatees.
When Will comes back, we will switch to that specific video, which is what is it titled? Bernie, can you tell me what is the title of it? I'm curious.
Absolutely. It is called "Atheism and Christianity is Evil, Not Worth Our Time." So.
Well, that's outstanding. So that'll make it good. That'll make a good video to focus on. That's outstanding.
That'll tick off Keane and his pretentious Christianity.
Brett is not a Christian under any circumstances.
Oh yeah, I think he's more of an undercover leftist, just being so high up on the Republican or conservative situation.
No. Brett is not a leftist. Brett is a scammer situation, and he always will be.
Oh, so he's more of a con man, a fat, stupid con man then.
He's YouTube's first. He is officially. Yeah.
So I want to tell you guys a quick story while Kincaid's gone and he can't stop me. So
congratulations, you conned yourself.
So there was a while ago that Kincaid was bragging about Kincaid Jr. and I love hearing about it because he's just the most awesome little waterhead in the whole world. And so he's bragging about how he's able to walk soon and he's has good dexterity and all these things are real great positives. And I'm very proud of him and that's awesome. And then he talks about how he's really, really tall already. He's 2.5 feet tall, already at this point. He's, just about 7 months old. And I think he's 7 months old tomorrow or something like that. So he's pretty much right there. And the amazing thing is that Kincaid was telling me all this and he was all proud of it and stuff. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. He's going to be as tall as his real dad. Kincaid completely lost it on me, and I just died laughing. It was, oh fuck you, Karl! It was amazing.
Karl, you fucking piece of shit! Don't make fun of me again, or I'm gonna kick you out of the fucking audience. That's Will. That's Will's impression.
Oh, come on.
So don't get triggered over koalas.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys. But I've got a jet.
Aww.
Well, thank you for hanging out.
Lisa, we love. Come stay a while, Lisa. We love you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I am kind of. I'm a bit cold though because I can't really afford the heat now.
Sure.
Until I get a job.
Right.
So, I can go back to the bedroom and turn on the computer there, which I got that computer when my dad was still alive, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then curl up under the covers there, but it'll probably take until Will comes back for him to let me back in. I mean, if you guys really want me back in, you know, but I am it's Eugene and it's March and it's
all right.
cold here, you know. Plus, you know, plus they don't have central heat here, so the wall heaters really don't work that well anyway. So, you know, you might as well not use them because they're not.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean they're really not worth it.
In town sub kaloini mo. That actually means that, my goodness, you poor thing. That's how we say that in freaking Filipino. Yes, wait, I said something like, "Goodness gracious, you poor thing." So
No, I just curl up under my blankets when I get cold. So, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, I've got blankets, so it's no big deal. You know.
Right.
So I'll see you guys later. Have a great night. In case I don't come
too.
back in.
Thanks, Lisa. Take care. Have a good night.
You too, Lisa.
You too.
Bye, Lisa.
Lisa's a sweetheart.
Well, she needs a good old man in her life to warm her up.
Right. So are we gonna watch a bit of Brett Keane Spurs, or we're just gonna talk about?
We'll wait for Kincaid to come back in the house after getting high, I guess, or something. So
He's up on the high cloud nine situation,
smoking a joint, and God bless him, he's not smoking it around my godchild.
Yes, that would mean more. That would be more koalas then.
But we have our suspicions it's not medicinal.
He does need it for his ADHD and autism. I diagnosed him and said that.
I mean, imagine, right? You have to be such a blasphemous, puritanical dirtbag where if you see even traces of a freaking marijuana herb, you say, yep, that's the devil. That's literally like one of God's creations.
Well, they do the same thing with the owl, hence the avatar that you see me with now. You know, they think seeing an owl is somehow evil or something, or seeing this image or that image is evil. You know, it's that puritanical bullshit coming through again. So, see, that's an evil image. What Bernie's got. That Brett Keane situation, that's an evil image.
I mean, Brett was invented exclusively from Satan.
Horse vagina?
Yeah,
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
right.
Brett, horse vagina, Brett Keane. Yes.
I mean, he's in love with Von Helton right now, so I mean, that's.
Oh, is he? Oh, are they having a love affair again?
Yes. I mean, it's I gotta stay relevant.
Oh, so he's kind of gay too.
Bernie, I think you've seen, the number of cycles that Von Helton and Brett Keane have had love hating each other is worse than the relationship between Britain and France. Or it's basically the most unstable and toxic relationship that's ever existed. In fact, the cycles of Brett Keane and Von Helton are far more significant and numerous than the cycles of Brett getting kicked off YouTube. Which, by the way, we're in March, ladies and gentlemen. Expect within the next 2 months, Brett to get flagged into oblivion and lose his channel. And then we'll have our next cycle starting up again. So get ready. It probably will coincide soon after a Shanny and Rev interview or something like that. Because apparently, ladies and gentlemen, if you interview Shanny and Rev, your channel will get flagged to absolute shit. So just keep that in mind if you ever think you have the brilliant idea to do an interview with those two degenerates. Their hate is so potent that people will go and auto flag that content.
Dang. I'm pretty sure that I accidentally grinded some Girl Scout
Okay, now
cookies.
hold on, Kincaid. Now, before you proceed with this video, Bernie has informed us that for the first hour that we've been doing this video, Brett Keane has already responded to what we have done just thus far.
Are you actually fucking kidding me? Or
he's already triggered.
I think we should pull up that video, because that is going to be the video for us to respond to, as he made it triggered during this very stream that we are currently in right now. Couldn't even wait till the show was over. So
yeah, he's basically already triggered. So yeah, what do you expect?
At least he did us a favor and he recorded this and he didn't stream it. Because now I can go over here and there you go. What the?
Sorry, I'm playing some Call of Duty.
Support God TV Radio. You can support us by buying our music, our art, our T-shirts, as well as our books. You can also support us with a one-time donation through PayPal. All links are in the description.
What is? I don't know what fucking. I don't know what instrument that he's playing, but it sounds like the fucking keyboard sounds from fucking Mario 64.
By the way, I just thought about this, but there's one person in our community that is in possession of legendary lore memorabilia. Candace, Heaven Rules All, is one of the only people I know, in fact, maybe the only person I know, who is in possession of a Smokey Saint t-shirt designed and put up by Brett Keane himself. She may be the only person in existence that owns a piece of that memorabilia. When Brett was on my side and made merchandise specifically highlighting me and my avatar, and I think Candace was literally the only human being that managed to snag one of those before it was deleted out of existence.
Cool.
If you have access to Spotify, you can listen to my radio station in your car, on your stereo, on your computer, anything that has internet access. God bless.
Okay,
Candace
so
is a
for all
fucking
future,
badass.
just so everyone knows, for all future videos, skip like 42 seconds in to get past the intro.
Kenny is
She asked me to be her boyfriend last night,
Kincaid.
Smokey, don't you know?
Kenny just said he could imagine a line of underwear called Koala Kincaid.
I hate you, Kenny. Please pass that message along, would you? Thank you.
They're gray, but they have a white waistband, and they're comfortable. They have, on the inside, there's this a little like fluffy, like a real silky one.
The men's have an extra pouch for your
Don't steal my idea.
pouch for your
Kenny knows
titty.
what
And the underwear somehow consumes feces or something like that.
Wonderful. Let's just.
There you go.
I hope you're all feeling well today. Making some decisions that are very important for the future of my YouTube channel and my personal life. At least whenever
Is it worth it? Probably. You're already making a video.
What's with all the background noise? Can everyone shut the
Sorry,
fuck up?
it was Kenny. He was being clever.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure it was just fucking riveting. Anyway.
Whatever the case might be. I want to start the video out by stating that there are some people who label themselves as Christian. I can think of a handful or two that I respect. I have a great deal of love for, and I would bend over backwards for these people. Probably even take a bullet for a couple of you.
Bend over backwards.
Feeling is mutual.
For these people, I'll tell you.
Brett Keane, super queer.
Bunch of dirty, rotten cocksucker.
Stop making a fucking hateful fucking video, fucking piece of shit. Stop fucking asshole.
I'm talking about people you bend over for.
Look, Kincaid, stop doing the individual Brett Keane segment situation. Stop making fun of the way Brett talks.
Turn your fucking audio off.
Turn your fucking audio off. That was the fucking stream. I meant to tell you, I get sidetracked because I'm fucked. But I think I may have mixed my medical grade stuff with just the normal stuff that I was gonna have because I haven't looked in this grinder in forever. And then I took one hit and I go, "Oh, I made a mistake." I fucked up.
You're a lightweight. You're a pussy. Kenny would smoke.
I don't smoke. Listen, I don't sit around. Listen, I have a job. I don't sit around carving soap dolls in the desert.
Oh, you got a job situation.
Us cool kids do heroin. Get that shit right. Get that shit right. Heroin. Only the cool kids do heroin.
Smokey hides a drop.
Hey kids, want to buy some drugs?
Smokey, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you make that noise.
You know what's
again.
amazing? I'm
going to China Land and I'm gonna fucking drown you and
I'm not in China, you freaking. I'm just kidding. I love you.
the
Kincaid.
blood of
Just kidding.
1,000 Vietnamese. I will drown you in an entire fucking village.
Will,
I may be alone, but I have the will of many. Get it? See what I did there?
Will, I
I
think
don't,
Will,
I'm
question
fucking
is,
high. What?
Will, I think the question is what do the koalas say now?
What do koalas say? Ring, ding, 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 ding. I'm just sorry.
Yeah, well, that's how you deal with something like that. Anyway, I keep making fucking hateful noises in my ear, and I'll fucking ban you for life. I swear to God, I'm not in the mood. Okay, all right. Let's just whatever.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, kiss.
Out there. I have some really good friends that are non-believers. They lack a belief in deities, or they're just simply in a questioning phase, or whatever the case. Some of these friends, they've already made up their mind that they're not going to believe in God, no matter what I say, no matter what I do. And even if God appeared to some of them, they've said they wouldn't worship God nonetheless.
Wonderful.
As many of you know, for the last 45 years of my life, I, like every single person out there, I've tried to find my way. I've tried to figure out what is true, what's best for me and my family, what is best for those that I love. I tried atheism. It didn't.
It's funny that he says that reminds me of something. I went to go look for a picture of Brett for the thumbnail because I couldn't be fucked to give a shit tonight. But I just want to show you what happens when you Google this. Let me just do a fresh. All right. I just want to point something out here. All right. Let me read this for you. Brett Keane, born December 21st, 1967, age 45. American YouTube author, news reporter, and commentator. I'm sorry. I don't know what a American YouTube author is. Do they mean American YouTuber, comma, author? Whatever. And then this is what fucking had me rolling on the floor. News reporter.
Yeah. Actually, I think TV Tropes has got the best description of Brett that I'll post it for you there.
Let me. I can just Google it.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's already in it's already in the links.
You have just like a file you pull up while you're on the show here.
Oh no, this is fun. This is
Bernie's always got the gems.
I always deliver, motherfucker.
Where do you want me to go? You want me to just find Brett?
Oh, yeah, you just find him.
Yeah.
Might have to zoom in though.
Stop attacking my family. I don't get it. Animal motifs, arch enemy. What am I looking for specifically? Just the whole thing?
Oh, for the whole thing. This is the most legitimacy Brett's had like in a decade.
You know something funny? As I was looking through Brett Keane memes and images today, of which there are many, surprisingly.
Of course.
And I did come across one that actually almost even instigated me to think we almost even shouldn't do this video that we're doing. And the meme was Brett Keane as a manatee, and it said, "Do not feed the manatees." And
it's an old thing, yeah.
Right. And in contributing content and acknowledging that he exists, we are in a way feeding the manatee, and we are violating the instruction of that meme, just to say. Bernie, is that your meme? Did you make that meme, Bernie? Was that you?
That was not me, but it is beautiful.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right. It's a whole thing. Anyway.
Didn't work out. Although there was a few non-believers that were pretty cool, the worldview just simply in its entirety just didn't work for me. It didn't make sense. Most atheists believe that the universe came out of nothingness. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Some of them believe that they evolved from fucking animals. I don't see any observable evidence for that.
Brett's gonna turn me into a fucking narcoleptic. He's actually making me fucking yawn.
Never seen a species change into another species. So evolution, I question. Non-believers, a lot of them become very irritated and they resort to ad homs. Therefore, you can never really have a discussion where anybody learns anything from it.
So, like, if he questioned evolution, why doesn't he? If he questioned evolution, why doesn't he actually learn something about it after like 20 years?
Well, I mean, Smokey though. The whole thing is Brett's lying about that. Like the whole reason Brett. Well, I mean, the whole reason why Brett is no longer an atheist is because atheists they had his number. It's like, oh yeah, this bullshit artist is just lying about this shit here, and he was scamming. Right. He was scamming, and basically everyone told him to fuck off.
He's like using like Matt Powell as like his like source of like boy, an evolution situation. You know, like, I mean, he's using like Matt Powell and Kent Hovind as like his go-to guys for like evolution is bullshit. Like, I mean, two of the biggest dumbness that the internet has seen on these topics, and they're just, Brett is just latched onto him like a cancerous little tick, and it's just sucking life force out of them.
I mean, Smokey, that's Brett. I mean, that's always been Brett. I mean, he's never had an original thought in his entire career on YouTube. Like from day fucking one, he's always stole from other people. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole section on Wikitubia about that too.
Yep. The only real thing he's done is Zao da Dong.
Beware the Rhine.
It's like cult or a religion. You just can't get nothing out of it. And of course, every damn atheist on YouTube thinks that they're a scientist because they know how to read a Wikipedia page, claiming to know things that even the scientists themselves say they don't know nothing about.
My sentiments exactly, Brett.
I guess it's some people's arrogant way of pretending to know shit other people don't.
Oh my God.
Which brings me to Christianity. I've given Christianity 6 years of my life. I went from being a former atheist to a former popular atheist over to a Christian. I wanted to give God an opportunity.
You had to slide that popular in there. You hear that?
But I mean, I was around when Brett was an atheist there, and all I can say is Brett was slightly relevant in that niche overall. Like he peaked at 10,000 subs, so at like he's a nobody now. Like he's bottom of nobody.
Right.
Do you think he just has a bunch of soccer accounts to have an audience?
No, this video is at 23 minutes. We're through 4 minutes on double speed. Can we not? Jesus Christ.
Well, actually, Boki, Brett was the OG sock account guy back in the day, like back in 2009. Like
no way, dude.
He was the OG like sock account guy.
That's
Dang.
true.
Imagine being that desperate to stay relevant,
Has all this
Yeah, that's Brett. That's just Brett.
I mean, dude, imagine this, right? I mean, you got to be a total dick sucker to self to make sock accounts like that, so you could just have an audience.
Well, I mean, Brett dick sucking is probably maybe his most like kindest thing you could say about him. Like he's very good at it.
He is.
I mean, he tried to suck my. I mean, he tried to suck my dick at one point, and I just I basically like went and trolled Von Helton. It's like fuck this guy.
See, check this out. You got his first account here, BK Wolfman. There's an account that was just called Brett Keane, BK Wolfman 99, The Stallion 76, Brett Keane Jr.
Actually, Stallion 76 was his first account.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe to Keane Vlog, BrettKeane.com, Brett Keane Warcraft, Mr. Evolution, Brett Keane Too Hot for YouTube, Brett Keane Hollywood, and then God TV Radio. His current account. Yeah.
God TV Radio, Smoke Signal.
God
TV Radio, Smoke Signal, Telegraph. Yeah, I remember that.
The guy's a freaking fraud. I mean, I've seen enough. The guy's a freaking fraud.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see more. Let's see more. This is great.
Making the effort to come up with arguments and present new stuff. I believe that it is more rational.
Hold on. Skipped almost halfway through. Fuck it. What is with the internet here?
But Kent has never actually called me himself. He's never contacted me. And in fact, whenever I'm talking to him, he rarely ever remembers my damn name. Brett Keane?
Kent Hogan's wonderful.
He's pulling a Darth Dawkins. He's pulling a Matt Slick. I'm smarter. They don't call me back because they're afraid to answer me.
According to Dragnut Silvis, he's actually pulling a Steve McRae. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Fantastic. I appreciate you.
Yeah, happy birthday, Will. But hello again.
Lisa doesn't remember my birthday.
I just needed to get under the covers because, like I said, we've got wall heaters here. They're really not efficient unless you're right up next to them.
I'll say a prayer for your heat. Anyway.
Where you from? St. Louis. I've had over 100 conversations with him on the phone and he can't remember me. Sure, some people out there might argue, well, he's 70 years old. He can't remember everything. He talks to so many people. Yeah, I made the same excuse and justification up too. But it's kind of hard to believe that someone loves you and cares about you. You don't even remember your name.
He did it too.
Wait. Who doesn't remember him that he's had hundreds of conversations with? Who is it?
Kent Hovind.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You know what? Hold on. This is amazing.
That's beautiful.
You know what? This is Bernie. Bernie, this is that proof that you were waiting for and many of us are waiting for, that Brett Keane, like fundamentally, like down in his person, is so irrelevant, forgettable, mundane, and boring that like unless you're aware of like drama related to him, he's just purely forgettable. Like unless you remember him as like a freaking pedophile supporter or a doxer or a wife beater. If you don't recognize him as one of those things, you just instantaneously forget him because of his just sheer staggering, mundane irrelevance and inferiority. There's just there's literally nothing interesting about the man beyond the horrible things he's done. That's literally the entirety of his legacy and existence. Isn't that amazing, Bernie?
It's great. I guess like he's upset at us right now, and this is how he's releasing his anger. This is him. Like that's it.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
It's beautiful.
In your entire life. Kent, if you don't mind me giving you some advice and a suggestion, you might want to write people's fucking name down. That way you can go, oh yeah. That way it doesn't come off kind of.
Can't hold it. Here's your fucking advice. What? Let's hear you do that, cocksucker. Can you fucking write a motherfucker's name down, you stupid old bastard, you dumb fucking son of a bitch.
No, it's probably what happened is Kent probably Googled Brett. It's like, who the fuck was that guy I was just with? And it's like, oh yeah. It's like, oh no.
Oh God, I cannot do shows high. I'm fucked up.
Oh, that must have been some conversation.
Yeah.
Got two comments, Kent and Brent.
Oh well, supposedly, Lisa, they've had hundreds of them. Apparently, apparently, Kent and Brett are just like two peas in a pod, you know, and so despite the fact that Brett is claiming they've had hundreds of conversation, plural, apparently he's so mundane and uninteresting and forgettable that Kent has no clue who he is. Like,
yeah, because you know, I forget Karl's name all the time. You know, it's a regular occurrence for me. I just can't remember what his fucking name is.
Or Kent's a liar, and we all know that.
Mr. Marble over here, whatever your fucking name is.
Marble.
Well, I mean, if Ken, I mean, if it was the truth, we'd see Brett on Kent's streams, and this is clearly not the case.
You know, Smokey, he also sounds like kind of like someone we also know. Where while Brett likes to say, "Oh, I had a million conversations," he's kind of like SFT too, where he says, "Oh, I had like 98 formal debates, that of which 98 of them I've also failed at." So yeah, I mean,
hey, Smokey, you know what I just fucking realized? My name is David Stone, and your last name is Marble. Coincidence? I think so.
Well, Smokey. Brett predates that. So Brett predates it. So like they stole from Brett.
They
stole from Brett too.
Karl Marble. I've been doxxed.
You've been.
I don't know why that's so funny.
His name is Karl Ballsack. We have to get it right.
Oh,
Karl Ballsack. We have to be
Karl Ballsack.
Karl Herkimer Marble.
Karl Ballsack, because he's a dick. You know.
Karl Scamaroni.
Tony Boki Oh, hey, that works too. Boki Scamaroni. Your long lost Filipino, Italian, distant cousin, stuff like that.
Karl Skidmark Wiener.
Hi, I'm Tony Scamaroni. Happy Honda Days and Merry Chrysler from your friends at Strickland Auto Mart. Do you believe in a global flood that flooded the planet up to the Mount Everest and somehow there's kangaroos? Do you honestly believe the Earth is 6,000 years old? Well then, my friend, you might just be dumb enough to buy one of our fucking lemons. We got cars, we got trucks,
We got SUVs.
I don't know what that Dan thing is, but
Oh, I missed
like
Tony King.
this fucking thing. I am an ace presenter, all right? Let me see if there's who is fucking tapping like a fucking glass of water. I'll kill you. Shut the fuck up. My show.
Oh, that's the Exorcist? Oh, she's fucked.
Sorry. I saw it and I had to
Yeah,
hit
too
it.
bad you still had the echo, you fucking waterhead.
You know what? I kicked you off your own show now. You're off your own channel. Karl, what is it? Skid mark ball sack? Hell yeah.
That's right.
My name is
that's what I'm gonna start calling Karl Ball is Karl Ballsack.
Wow. Clever. Clever girl. Sorry, I don't want to. What are your pronouns, Lisa? I don't want to misgender.
She, her.
Okay, what is a woman
Consent.
really? What is a woman? Does anybody know? Oh my God! One of these days, Karl, when you're back in California, you gotta fucking upload that Clubhouse thing with that guy and the what is a woman? Just ask the
Jarek.
guys.
Right.
I
James
asked the
Jarek.
guys. Well, fuck yeah, Jarek. I asked him a simple fucking. We ended up making up at the end, but I did. I asked him a simple fucking question. I said, "What's a woman?" And he said, "I'm not answering that stupid fucking question." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "'Cause it's fucking stupid." I said, "Well, if it's so fucking stupid, then you should be able to answer it, eh, retard?" And he just went on and on like that. I call them, I don't know. I think I called him gay or fucking some shit. I inferred that he sucked dick, and then he was like, "You probably suck dick." Yeah, I said, "Yeah, I'm pretty fucking good at it too. What's your point there, you fucking fairy?" And it just went on and on like that forever. And at the end, we both realized we both have autism, and we were like, "Oh, my bad." And then we just were like, "Hey, I'll add you." It's so fucking dumb. It was so stupid. He got all offended for no fucking reason. It's stupid.
He's a soy cock dude.
It was a great conversation, though. Everybody should, if you have Clubhouse, go look at my page over there, same name, and watch the replay of that because that was fucking great.
Yeah, so
Remember to play with
if
channel.
anyone wants to know, I'm cis.
Okay. Nobody did, but thank you.
You
Smokey
did.
did.
I was joking. I was making a joke because
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The whole "what is a woman" that I figured, Lisa, I've been calling you "she her" forever, and you're a liberal, so I figured you would have let me know immediately. Like you would have been like, "Actually, why are you misgendering me?" It's just like I just didn't know. That's happened to me plenty of times. I happened to knock once, and then he, instead of like, that is one of the primary reasons that we like started beefing hardcore, was over the cat and the low situation, where here's what happened.
Trans?
Yeah, yes. So here's what happened. Knock made a mistake. And instead of being like, I made a mistake, because it was somebody who likes me and he hates me, so automatically he hates that person. Instead of being like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, my bad, he leans into it and then starts trying to invalidate the person's gender identity on the basis that they don't like me. And this person that he misgendered, he did it intentionally and he didn't like them because they're associated with me. And then he had like a huge trans oopsie. And he ended up looking like a fucking moron on Gur streams. You know, like, well, it looks like a woman to me was his argument. And you know what? In certain cases, I probably wouldn't even disagree with Knock on that. But the problem is that, like, when you play by those rules, you're going to have to either also play by those rules when it's inconvenient for you, or you're going to have to man up and admit that you don't agree with your liberal shit. It's one of the two. You either have to you have to own your shit or shut the fuck up. Those are your two options.
Okay, I got you now.
Racist. Yeah. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that Knock is the not least of which threatening to dox me sent me recently. He said, so we set up this boxing match thing, right? And it was like a goof. And I did like start memeing about it out of anger because he was provoking somebody who does actually have my docs and was threatening me at the time and going into side chats. And he did actually dox me on a larger podcast, but thank God nobody knows who the fuck I am. Nor do they care. But it was just the principle of the thing. So he was stoking this guy up and we got involved in a thing. And I was like, well, let's have a fucking boxing match. And then he starts saying on his own stream, because I won't let him into mine because he was being a little piss baby on Gur streams. He starts saying, oh, we don't have to have a legal boxing match, because I was talking about him probably not being able to qualify for a legal one because of his age and his health and a lot of other extenuating circumstances.
His leg.
And his leg. I wasn't going to bring it up for the 1,000th time, but yes, Knox's leg is fucked. Anyway, so I'm going to come to your fucking, and then like you come here, we don't need a ref. We'll go out to the woods where no one's around, and there'll be no cops, and we'll just attack each other violently without a fucking referee. We'll just have a fight. And he's just like talking about how he's going to beat me until I'm almost dead, and he's going to beat up the ref, and then he's like, at the end of the video that he tried to, because after he made this video is when he privated all of his fucking videos, and it's not a coincidence. I have a copy of the original. We can watch that at some point, maybe next week, because I don't really have time to do it tonight. But
hey,
at
Will,
the end of the
I know
video,
it's your birthday, but could you just shut up and let somebody else talk?
So at the end of the video, he goes, and if you don't show up in August to this illegal ass whooping I'd like to give you, right? I'm going to fucking dox you. I've got all of your personal information. I don't know if he actually does, but he was like talking to the guy who actually does and threatening me in that way, like at the side of his mouth. But he was like, I've got all of your personal information, and if you don't show up in August, I'll fucking dox you. And it's like, like, here's the thing. I'm on the fence about doing anything legally about it, like even just filing a police report just so it's on the record, because he has federal crimes on the books again. Like he's a felon. Knock is a felon, and if I go saying anything about it or fucking report to the police, etc., there is a chance, and I don't know for sure, but there is a chance that he could have his daughter taken away. And I don't think it's worth it over internet shit. But he started his shit back up again just this week, doing the same shit he was doing before he deleted all of his fucking videos, and doing more Smokey videos, and Smokey's want this and he's that and all this other fucking gay shit. So like he's really pushing my fucking buttons. And not only that, he's starting to make fucking threatening remarks about me to other people. They've already fucking told me. I understand the situation, and here's the thing. I don't know if I should do something about it, because I don't know. First of all, I don't know if they're credible threats or if he's just talking shit. And second of all, if I do something about it, he might lose fucking custody of his daughter and end up in prison and lose his job and everything else. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to fucking do about it. Other than make people aware, I guess, so that they know. So if something happens, I can't be like accused of fuckery. But yeah, that's one of the other things that Knock has done that's caused the most recent beef. Vague, thinly veiled threats. So whatever.
Not that this is an excuse, but he was probably drunk.
No, I know, but he knows that he's a fucking alcoholic, and instead of getting treatment for it, he continues to pretend like he doesn't have a problem and doesn't seek fucking treatment. And that might also be part of it too. Like if he goes to rehab, he might still lose custody of his daughter. Because I actually know somebody that ended up in rehab that because they had to spend it like a long time in rehab. They weren't able to go to their job, so they lost their job. And then, of course, they didn't have a job, so they couldn't pay rent, so they lost their house. So that might also be a consideration, because if he has to go to rehab, it might actually, like, the amount of time he should spend there is not the amount of time he can afford to spend there. So there's that too. See, I'm not fucking completely heartless. I understand that there's situations. All I'm going to say it, like, Tanaka, is if you keep your fucking shit up, you're going to end up with problems, because I can't take risks with my family, and you shouldn't take any risks with yours. It's the fucking internet, dude. Move on to something else. Fucking hate me all you want. Sit there and beat off about your fantasies about kicking my ass, but it ain't going to fucking happen. You know, we could have had a fucking boxing match, and fuck it, if I would have went out of my way to try to set something up, but I ain't fucking doing that when you're making your gay little fucking threats behind fucking closed doors and then deleting videos where you make it out in fucking public. Fuck you. You can suck my fucking left nut, and fucking everyone else can suck my right, and whoever wants the fucking shaft can suck that too. Fuck off. How about that? Is this a Christian channel? I'm so fed up. I've just been walking around my house the past couple of days pissed off about everything. There's just so much fucking shit that's going on in the world with fucking people I know, especially people in my fucking family. Like, and it's just like my house. I've just been walking
around. Having such a hard time, Will.
Nah, I'll be all right. I'm just irritated and high. So how about this Brett Keane video, guys?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Matt Powell's repeatedly told me that he'll put some effort into contacting me, as well as helping me get that Christian community that I've been seeking after desperately. But the only thing that I've gotten is a bunch of prick-ass Christians who've made videos at me, talking shit to me, and telling me the obvious that I've already admitted in my videos. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So we are still Christians, Brett.
Properly. Well,
hell yeah.
That was the whole reason of making the videos in the first place and opening the show, to give Christians the opportunity.
What is this? Kincaid will kill you for a glass of water. Oh wow! Thank you for making me self-aware. Now I need a fucking glass of water, because I just realized I got cotton mouth like a motherfucker. Oh wow, that's really annoying. Okay. Well, I am here for you for the fight regardless. This old man will jump in the ring and take knockout for you. He only has 1 foot on you. Fair enough. That'd be great. Who is this fast voice? It's Brett Keane. We sped him up because he takes fucking eternity to spit out a single goddamn sentence. Anyway.
To be able to teach me right or teach me correctly. And I notice that no matter how old a Christian is, or no matter if they've been a preacher all their life, you pricks tend to turn on each other every second of the day, telling each other how much each other sucks. This was not what I signed up for when I claimed to be a Christian. I wanted to have fellowship. I wanted to have a community. I wanted to serve God with other people in my life, not be treated like a fucking moron or an idiot. If I wanted to be treated like shit.
Okay, whoa. Wait a minute. This isn't what he signed up for. I thought when you became a Christian, you signed up to serve God and fuck everything else.
I'm pretty sure that's what it says in the book, but you know.
Fucking future, I would stay with the atheists. At least
I mean, it's not all doom and gloom, actually. I think he forgot the part where in this world you'll have tribulation, you'll have people come after you. I mean, that shit is already happening to me. I have fucking dick shades going into my profiles and taking pictures of me, like, holy shit, this guy's obsessed. But you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, the world's fucked, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's all doom and gloom.
Hey,
but
Boki,
Brett
welcome to the club. He fucking fixated onto my fucking mom's Facebook account and tried to start fucking issues too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well
I'm
then,
fucking echoing for you though, so just mute when you're not talking.
You're echoing.
No, I'm not echoing. It's Boki. See, he's muted now. I was literally in the middle of telling him that.
Sorry about that. I thought it was you.
No, it's not me. It's just Bokey. He must be on his phone.
I'm on my phone playing Call of Duty. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is Bokey. You got to mute again. There you go.
Hey, Gur.
Yeah, so Gur, the reason that we're doing this is because Brett Keane hit up fucking Smokey. So yeah, you're not the only one. I think I got an email too some weeks back, but like I'm not interested. I'm not interested in any kind of actual conversation with Brett ever again, to be honest with you. Email coming on the channel and then it's like he had a stroke and told me to never talk to him again. Well, there you go. That's the manic depressant fucking schizo world of Brett motherfucking Keane.
Do you know what you've probably forced me to do? By
What?
the way,
what's that?
You have basically, because of your memes and antics this evening in like just autistic, unending machine gun fashion, I am gonna have to do my own independent little videos in response to Brett freaking Keane's stupid ass challenge to Christians.
Why though?
Because out of a sense, well, number one, because Bernie will enjoy it, and number two, and I like Bernie, and number two, I think there's some real benefit to highlighting, because here's the thing: Brett Keane's content gets erased all the time, right? Loses his channel every single year, so most of this stuff gets lost to the the abyss of YouTube deleted content. So there's a value in, I would say, for the sake of, even as Bernie would say, for recording the lore, to remember with clarity the types of comments that Brett Keane was saying at this particular point in his cycle. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you go back to the archive of Smokey saying, you will find two different cycles of the emergence of Brett Keane in my archives. Okay, I should probably go and try and put them on a playlist, but you will find the emergence of Brett Keane, it going sour. You will find the reemergence of Brett Keane and it going sour. And at the tail end of both of those cycles was the deletion of his entire channel. Okay, getting flagged to oblivion. All right, so you will see that I have already lived through multiple Brett Keane cycles. Okay, now a big part of the cycle is maltheism or mesotheism. Now, some of you might not be familiar with that term. That is the belief that God exists, but that God is actually evil and has evil intent, kind of like the Cartesian demon type of perspective. Okay, so that is the idea that Brett tries to bring forward at certain points in each one of his theological cycles. And I think we're standing on the verge of it literally right now. In fact, I think these challenge videos are very much along the same vein. The same crap that I debunked 2 years ago with specific content addressing his maltheism. And what does that fat bitch go do? He opens up a video claiming himself to be a maltheist. Now, of course, that has now since been deleted with his channel two cycles ago. But he did embrace the title. And now you're going to see this in the cycle regularly, where he will want to trigger Christians into giving him attention by claiming that their God exists, but that he's actually inherently evil. Okay, and this is a evolution from a Greek concept of the idea of mesotheism, which perceived the deities of the ancient Roman and Greek pantheon as actually evil in essence and nature. And so this concept carried forward into other religions, including Christianity, of the perception of the idea that the Christian God does indeed exist, but he's more along the lines of the nature of a Cartesian demon, who is inherently, intrinsically, actually evil and only uses good to bring about evil ends and means or intensify suffering.
You know, Smokey, that sounds a lot like Gnosticism, except Gnosticism says that Yahweh is like the evil God that threw the good God down to earth, and the good God was who, quote unquote, tempted Eve in the garden to give mankind knowledge. Is that where that comes from?
You know, Lisa, honestly, you said something that I don't think is in my frame of reference of study for that deep in the Gnostic creation myth, honestly. I'm not actually familiar with that. I would have to go research that, honestly, but I will now that you said that. That's actually very interesting. I don't
That is
think
fucking interesting. I've never heard of anyone
I
reversing
don't
that.
think, I mean, by the way, it would make sense considering what the Gnostics believed about Jesus and the nature of God himself. It actually would make sense with the division of essence that they would have in that perspective. So Lisa, honestly, I will have to go research that. I'm not familiar with that perspective, but thank you for mentioning it.
Okay, I just thought you might know.
I skipped ahead a little bit here.
Because, I mean, that sounds a lot, mesotheism sounds a little like a mesh between Christianity and Gnosticism, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Here, hold on. You know what? Guess who does know about this topic suddenly is Dr. Kenny Rhodes. Kenny, can you fill them in on what you just said about the Gnostic creation myth here?
Yeah, the basic idea is that there is the pleroma, which is the fullness that the Apostle Paul talked about in Colossians. Then you have these emanations, and these emanations are necessary, kind of like the sun emanated its own photons. It's kind of like there is no free will in God's ability to create. Just the good is diffusive of itself, as Plato said. So in this schema, you have the second level, which would be the logos. Then you go down to these, archangels and, powers, principalities, whatever you want, all the way down to Sophia. Now, Sophia created the Demiurgos, which is Yahweh of the Old Testament. Since matter is seen as evil and that which is spirit is seen as good, the fullness could not be responsible for evil, the material world. Therefore, the demiurge, Yahweh of the Old Testament, is responsible for creating this evil realm, which is the created order. So it's not totally this Zoroastrian, Ahura Mazda, kind of even Korean yin yang, equal forces. It's just this emanation, and eventually you get so low on the chain of being that it just moves to evil, which would be matter itself.
Outstanding. Thank you, Kenny. Brilliant.
Sounds ass backwards. Hey, praises in the chat. What's going on? He always acknowledges me, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, actually, that Channel Snake is right. He has that type of almost perspective that if, even if these stories have any, actual historical value, then the snake that was attempting to bestow the radical shift in the paradigm of knowledge and intensify their perspective beyond their scope of preparedness is therefore the entity of goodness, by attempting to basically defile what would be the intended innocence and intentional state of the dictation of love and following God, is to independently pronounce oneself as God and to proceed down the path of making judgments and credences with that type of arrogance and intentionality, which is profane and really what ultimately the symbolization of the sin of the garden is not so simplistic as to drill it down to the rebellion by eating a certain fruit, but of the pride of the desire to position oneself, elevate oneself to the level of God, the enticement of the pursuit of quote unquote secret knowledge, or something that would elevate to the level of God himself. It's the very sin Satan himself was convicted of that caused him to fall. And then that sin was specifically instigated inside his creation afterwards with Adam and Eve, of this desire to not trust in the relationship that God intended, but to desire to subvert and to elevate oneself to that position, and therefore violate the telos, or the intentional state of the created agent, which is specifically to act in evil or to deprive of love to the creator that it bestowed existence upon you. So this is the type of profaning of the intended, desired, perfect relationship that God wanted, and the relationship must be freely given. If the relationship is not freely given, it really has no intrinsic value. And if it must be freely given, then the agent must be given the free choice to choose the opposite. This is to protect the sanctity of the relational development that the individuals that chose to relate to God actually share and enjoy. In order to allow for that, in order to enjoy that specific type of personal communion that God has with many of us, that means he must allow for the potentiality of those to reject it and choose to go the other way. So I like how Rob Rowe explains it through the paradigm of the matrix and the existence of the one. Is you create this algorithm that's intended to have a certain purpose, and there's always going to be that deviation. You know, those are the people that fill Zion, and ultimately the one that becomes the one. There's these ones that don't quite fit inside the system because of their desire to reject, repel, and rebel against it. And so simply because the system is built to be able to allow for the existence of free will, which is what allows the system to function, is that invariably out of the manifestation of the allowance of this algorithm is there are those that will manifest with the desire to repel and be freed. And then the system contributes and allows for that in order to maintain its greater integrity. So it's an incredible mirror image of an understanding of kind of the necessary elements of the reality in which we share, if God genuinely wanted to have a true relational dynamic with us.
Wonderful. To answer your question, a waterhead literally is somebody with hydrocephalus, that's water on the brain, usually born with it. Figuratively, it's a fucking retard. It's a nice way to say retard. Yep. There's a lore that goes with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's proof right there that if you know your Christian tenets, then yeah, I guess you could get by any time by maintaining that integrity of honesty there. Yeah, this is why why I consider Smokey my elder, because you know he's helped me a lot with understanding the tenets and the Word of God and all that. That's why.
Well, that is literally like 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a fucking mountain in the desert.
And you too, Kincaid. You too. You actually helped me with my bantering and my appreciation of the sarcastic realm, where I could just make leverage to piss off my opposers.
Yeah, I'm willing to give advice, but only when asked for. Usually, nobody gives a shit. Like,
I do.
Well, no, but like, can you? I'm sorry, I'm really fucking baked right now, and the echo is driving me nuts. Okay. Yeah, no, but I find that if you offer advice when it's not asked for, it's never fucking like taken seriously, and so anyway. I think I'm about done for the night. We're never going to answer Brett Keane's fucking questions in this format, and I should have known that when I started, but I'm not disappointed. It was actually a fun night.
You know, derailing is a natural part of the content, I've noticed. We kind of pick something to go through, but it's just really like the icebreaker. It's just the warm up. And then we just kind of like let the shows go where they go, like a captain just letting the winds take us wherever it will.
Well, there have been some that were super structured, like anything that I put a shitload of effort into, like for example, Dumbassic Park, any of the Star Wars episodes, and then the controlled chaos of Will Kincaid sells out. But yeah, for the most part, and then
well, yeah, but part of that was my fault because I keep asking Smokey his opinion.
No, you know what, Lisa? It really wasn't, because this happens every time where it's not even that we get distracted, it's that like I think that we end up getting bored with the topic and kind of like morph it into something interesting later on.
Yeah, I tend to have more structured videos, but my live streams are like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna wing it on my.
I talked to. Well, what's funny is YouTube wants algorithmically that to be the opposite. And the second thing is that Smokey and I talked about doing this show today. And at first I was like, yeah, we'll answer some Brett Keane questions. And then I saw what the fucking questions were at the beginning of the show. And then I immediately wanted to fucking kill myself because I couldn't imagine doing 2 hours of just us watching Brett Keane ask questions, and then us adding them out of the way.
Kenny's like, how good is God? And I'm like, why? And he points to the TV, and he's been watching the BattleBots Championship because I guess he's just geeky like that. And the guy that wins is the Duck team. It's
fuck off.
The team that wins.
Before we leave, I want to see if Knock is doing a stream because that seems like something that he would do.
Yes, he would respond to us immediately, just like the waterhead Brett Keane. Yes,
couldn't wait until my last stream was done.
I'm sorry,
he is literally streaming right now. I fucking called it.
Is he really?
Yup, he started streaming It seems like 10 minutes after we started streaming.
Is it about us, or is it something else?
Are you a reprobate? Yeah, he's literally showing one of your videos.
So I'm actually gonna duck out. Thanks for having me.
No, we're done with the show. We're pretty much done with the show.
Oh, he laughed because you said you were gonna duck out. Now, Kenny, you caused Kenny to freak out now again. It's a 2-hour show. Before we leave, bye, Lisa. Anyway,
bye.
I won't keep you all night.
Bye, Lisa. Love you.
Love you too.
That's funny. That was amazing. I'm gonna duck out. Yeah.
I probably shouldn't even do this, but
you got people at the Ark Park to say Plataduck. I have to go back there and get record them saying Plataduck. I have to do that somehow. Can you tell me what this animal is? Well, that's a Plataduck.
Let's just watch the first 2 minutes.
It's the Plataduck kind.
I want to see. I want to see if he says anything.
You go to one side and it's Paradilaticotosis kind, and then you go to the other side and it's dog kind. You're like, wait, why did we go cryptolisticidialistic kind, and then we're go over and we're hyena kind? What? Bear kind. There was a bear kind.
I got the diverticulitis, metastylitis.
Some of them you can't even tell whether they're babies or not. But of course, what was funny is they had a giraffe kind right next to a horse kind, which I was kind of well, isn't that potentially redundant? I mean, with the horse and the giraffe situation, I mean, that could have speciated.
Well, taxonomically, camels and giraffes are more alike than horses and giraffes.
Well, there was not a camel kind.
They're both dromedaries.
I didn't see a camel kind. I didn't see. They had. I did record the portion on the wall where they had the breakdowns of all the species and what they came from. They basically created their own taxonomic tree, which is really.
Oh, you mean fan fiction?
Yeah. Oh, Kincaid, I do need to finish this video and I need to upload it because you will appreciate my wit and humor. Kincaid, I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you this, because this is serious, and then we'll watch the knock video because you're going to appreciate this. Okay, so the artwork that they have there in the exhibits is A plus, like S tier. Like, it is gorgeous fucking art, like sculpting, painting. It's all just really, really mega top notch, like Disneyland level, like Imagineers type of level of detail and artistry. Really, really fucking outstanding. But here's one of those like outstanding artistic images. It has a Colosseum, right? And this is like pre-Noahide times, right? Pre-Noahide times. While Noah's building the ark, and there's this big Colosseum, and there's this guy in the middle with this little dagger, and he's facing off to this open gate, and charging out of the open gate is an Allosaurus. And I just lost my mind.
Did you get a photo? Can you send it to my phone?
I not only got a photo, I got a whole high resolution HD video of it. So.
My God.
So
I got ideas for that.
I did see it. There was a Nephilim, a giant on the other side that was stabbing some chick begging for her life or something like that. Yeah, there was that too. There was so you got a Nephilim on one side stabbing some chick in the Colosseum and everyone's cheering. And on the other side, you got a guy with this little knife facing off with this giant Allosaurus, charging out of the gate and looking to chomp him down. Yeah. So.
And he took government money to build that too. I forget how much, but it was
pretty amazing in terms of the detail and artistry of the exhibits. I really can't lie. It was an accomplishment of epic proportions. I can't lie.
Spared no expense.
Dinosaur models.
What?
Dr. Falk. He was the archaeologist that helped the Ark encounter. He was the consultant for the dinosaur.
That can't be true.
Yeah, he loves dinosaur fossils. Dr. Falk loves Spinosaurus teeth.
Seriously?
No, I missed it.
Okay, he's fucking with us. Okay, never mind.
Can you physically kick him out of the room, Karl?
Not even an archaeologist. Like, I was like, what? Like, he's an Egyptologist. Like, why would you say? Like, I was confused.
Dr. Falk. Sorry, my shit cut out. Dr. Falk, I would love to have you on because I want to discuss Egyptology in relation to the new Moon Knight series, because unironically, Moon Knight was one of my favorite superheroes, not growing up, but as like a late teenager.
Dr. Falk, he said, I'm all ducked out. That's for
I know, he said that a while ago. But no, Dr. Falk, I would like to actually analyze some scenes and stuff with you at some point for a short edited video. Just because I'm actually a huge fan of Moon Knight. I think they are probably running out of superheroes over there, the Marvel folk at Disney, but I'm glad that they finally did something, because he's never had what would you say, a real life video, what are those live action video of Moon Knight, and he very rarely appears in any animated stuff either. So it was cool to see that. So if you have the time. Anyway, let's see what he said in the first minute or two, and then we'll be done.
Bastards. Welcome back to the Raging Atheist. I'm going to be asking an important question tonight. Have you let out your inner reprobate?
I let my inner reprobate out inside of my wife last night in the bed you see behind me.
What's up, y'all? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm getting over a really bad cold. I've had a bad cold for about 4 days.
Let's hope it's fucking pneumonia. Let's hope it's extra COVID. It's Deltacron.
Deltacron.
Well, if you're not familiar with it, it's I would love to do because
it has strong Egyptian historical overtones to it, Dr. Falk. That's why he's curious about your take on some of the mythological pull-throughs that it might be gleaning from. I think that's what.
And if you like doing that, I'd like to. There's also plenty of other popular media that I really enjoy that has more than just overtones of Egyptology in it. I would love if it goes well the first time with Moon Knight. I would love to do something else with you, just because like I've always been really super fascinated with Egyptology, but I've never been gung ho enough about it to make it like a major or something that I get into. I'm a fanatic, not an expert, but from the fanatic side of me, like really would like to like sit down with somebody like you who's an actual expert and set me straight on bullshit that I think I know. Cause I have a feeling that the things that I think I know are completely fucking wrong. But you know, if it's wrong, I'd like to know the truth of the matter. Like the three things I could think of off the top of my head would be Moon Knight, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then the Keck stuff from the 2016 election with the frog, and then some Jordan Peterson stuff about Egyptology when he was talking about Keck and the god of chaos and the frogs and all that shit. I'd like to go over some pop culture Egypt stuff with you at some point. I don't know if that's something you're interested in, but it might be interesting to talk about anyway. It's I've turned your profession into a joke. Wonderful. It's a bit in my show now. Anyway, moving on.
I was just starting to get it the last time I was streaming, and then it got really bad. Today I woke up feeling like shit, but took a nap in the middle of the day, woke up, and I've increasingly felt better.
Look at the bottle of Visine behind it right here.
So how y'all doing?
Do you know how like it's funny because it's almost like every stream now we need to have a weather report on how intense his medical difficulties are. Like,
oh
wow.
yeah, if the videos were still up, he starts pretty much every video by giving us a weather report on how bad his health is.
That's right.
And he always has.
Well, not feeling so bad today. My leg fell asleep again. Thought maybe we need to get it removed, but yeah.
I can't feel my pubic hair today. I think I got cancer.
Feeling kind of sick. You know, my doctor took an X-ray. I might have lung cancer.
See, Dr. Falk knows what's up. Kincaid awesome would love to. I'm more than happy to debase my profession for clicks. See? Now you're getting it. Anyway.
Oh, that's
watched a couple
big.
All right, here we go.
Things tonight. Now, one thing is kind of silly and not that important. We'll be watching a Smokey video talking beware the reprobates.
Oh my god.
You know he's like a pure Smokey channel now since he came back. Like every fucking video is something I've done.
He left because he said he didn't want to fucking do that, and now he's back doing it, and everyone is laughing.
Every video is let's see what Smokey's up to try.
Look, Satan's little helper was in the side chat here. Yay, another video. I read it how I thought it should have been pronounced, all right? Instead of yay, another video, I read it how they really meant it. Yay, another video. Like Brett Keane looking at his feed in the morning. Yay, another video.
Yeah, another video.
And by feed, I mean bag of actual feed, like a horse.
And I find it fascinating when Christians, start coming out with this reprobate talk, and I first dealt with it with the NIFB and Matt Powell. I embraced.
Oh my God, it was like 4 fucking years ago. Get over it. Matt Powell does not want to fuck you. Cry. Cope, you stupid bastard.
Dr. Josh, and more important,
his one Christian friend, Dr. Josh, gotta throw that in. Can we play Nakasuchi Bingo next week? Everyone has to take a shot every time he says something that he always says. We will all be dead. Stupid. stupid.
Actually, Dr. Josh's wife Megan actually made the design, the 100% reprobate design. So Dr. Josh and his wife Megan helped me with that design. I embraced being 100% reprobate. So, we're gonna
look at this. Cryptomeria with the fucking burn. Best regards, Rage, but so much of this is stupid, and I can't keep watching the same old dumb sausage fests.
Wow.
Right on.
Outstanding.
Even his fucking audience is hip to his nonsense.
Watch that video, and then the second video we're going to watch I think is a bit more important, and that's going to deal with the controversy surrounding Dr. Robert Price, what happened, or not so much what happened on Pine Creek's channel. I haven't seen it yet. I heard a couple things on Twitter. I saw a couple things on Twitter, heard a couple things.
Does anybody know what he's talking about?
Yes, Robert Price, the Jesus mythicist who thinks that Jesus didn't exist, one of the few historical scholars that believe that, is also apparently a blatant racist. Or something of the sort. I haven't seen the actual source.
Well, hold on. Before I go ahead, because
leftists call everyone racist. He's probably not racist at all.
Yeah.
But they call everything racist. He's probably just conservatively opinionated, most likely.
What, he made a 13% meme once. That meme, despite being
something like that,
of the population.
He's probably not racist, but see, the thing is, the leftists call everything racist anymore.
So it no longer means anything.
It really, exactly. It doesn't really mean anything anymore.
You see, because they've taken everything to this extreme where anything can mean anything. They don't know what a woman is. They can't define it because it's just whatever. That's just like your opinion, man. So, and it's ruined people's lives, and they don't care. It's gotten people killed. It's fucking, But sure, let's keep doing that.
Sure.
But I saw a couple things on Twitter. And then today I watched Derek Lambert's video about why he dropped Dr. Robert Price.
Oh, God. Let's skip around.
Lambert and Derek Lambert has dropped Vision Podcast. Khalil. So when I have Khalil on, none of that will be open for discussion between us. I will be looking into it. Probably.
Yeah, actually, can we get Khalil on principle to boycott having anything to do with fucking Rage? Like I'm not trying to deplatform any motherfuckers, but I'm just saying there's some good goddamn reasons those two should never have a fucking conversation, except for fucking Khalil the meme on this dumb bastard. Because I don't know exactly how it is that Khalil fucking sees Knock, but if he's talking about having a serious, honest fucking conversation or trying.
So, Khalil has gone full jihadi these days. There was this
send him to fucking Battle Creek.
There was this clip of Khalil, and he's like, I wouldn't beat up David Wood, but if I beat up David Wood, I would go to jail happy having done something for Allah. I was just kind of like, wait, what? So
I don't always commit war crimes, but when I do it for Allah.
Right. It's I would totally beat up David Wood and be happy going to jail, but I wouldn't go beat up David Wood. What? That's okay.
Probably having done, and you might say, "Oh, you're such a reprobate." But by that definition, an unprincipled person, I don't consider myself a reprobate. I think I'm a very
listen, I tell you something. Jesus doesn't give a fuck what you consider yourself. So, just saying.
Principled person. I think I've stood on principle. I think.
Yeah, your hack principles.
Yeah, which principle? Which principle of waterhead? What principle have you stood on, Knock?
Yeah, what fucking principle exactly were you standing on when you kissed your daughter like you were eating a fucking ice cream cone? Anybody want to remind me what fucking principle that was? Or when you were threatening people and threatening to dox people and misgendering people? What principles are those? What about all those times you said you were going to stop abusing drugs and alcohol? What principle exactly were you standing on when you were doing all that shit? Get fucked.
Standing on principle gets me in trouble a lot of times. But
yeah, I mean, if your principles are not having any principles at all, sure, I guess it might.
Principles
Fucking
are like
idiot.
substance abuse and baby rape. Yeah, you're like gonna have some problems.
We at the Kinc Inc podcast do not endorse baby rape. Oh boy, that's gonna be a stinger. I love that one upper. Ox says, Rage, can you see the side chat? Rage and Smokey go to the same church. Somebody basically was like, what's the difference? Trusty Ape was over there, apparently. Let's see here.
Ox is a very stupid pagan. And this is the funny thing, right? So Ox follows Nock, but Ox isn't like pure atheist, right? He believes in Native American spirits, so like Wonka Tonkin type shit. Like, and so he likes.
Is that how? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Nock's like, of course, the fake $2 Indian. And
that
so
explains why Ox reminds me so much of Nock, because they have the same fucked up, like, in the back of their mind ideology. You know what I mean? They're latent retardation.
Do the Indian voice for me, Kincaid. Do the Indian voice.
Let me see here for a sec. Yes, I was soaring with the eagles. I remember when I was living in Battle Creek many moons ago. I used to sell the medicine of our people. In modern times back then, they called it a weed tender. Let me tell you the story about how I used to work as a bartender and then moved from alcohol to marijuana. I used to steal from my work and I would smoke it out back of the facility. That shit got me so fucked up. I was soaring with the eagles and communing with my ancestor spirits. The Great Bear spoke to me.
That kid is nuts.
He was telling me the story of the great moose and the little squirrel. And the moose said to the squirrel, "Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit."
Spoke to me.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. I'm just gonna throw something out there because there's so many other ones that I do. That's actually a parody of a guy called The Natural Living Man, and I can't remember what the judge said to him. He wouldn't refer to his house as a house. He referred it to. Well, I'll just do the bit. The judge asked him, was like, "Do you live on? I don't know, fucking." Oh, I think the judge goes, "Do you live on 16 fucking, I don't know, Warren Street?" And he goes, "Yes, that is a storage unit that I live in from time to time." The judge asked him, "Do you have a license to fish?" And he goes, "I have the right to forage your food when I am hungry." Yes, but do you have a fishing license? "I am the natural living man and I have the right to forage for food when I am hungry." The judge goes, Listen, I don't know how they do it where you're from, but in the state of whatever, Colorado or some shit, she goes, in the state of Colorado, you need to have a license. It's unethical to just fish without a license. And she goes on to list some reasons. And he, in the middle of her talking, he goes, "You can't judge me. You ain't a god." And that is just how I imagine Knock, like pre getting kicked off the reservation. You know what I mean? With his fucking medicine bag and his headdress and his fucking war paint and his 3 chest hairs and his uneven fucking beard and his alcoholism. Chief runs not very well. Chief walks with a limp. Chief spreading bull. And his wife spreading eagle. His daughter carries rock. All right, we're having too much fun. We have to go now.
That was good. That was so worth it.
Hold on. I want a monologue as the natural living man over Knock muted. Okay, here we go. Let me mute this shit. Look at the face, by the way, that's on the screen. Just got done sucking on a lemon encrusted dog turd. That's his usias right there. That's the essence of his very soul. That's what it looks like. It's gross. Just that look of utter contempt, but for no reason at all.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, I want to thank you for coming to. Hold on, let me get everything else off screen. Just give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Thank you for coming to the show tonight. Sorry it wasn't longer, but I don't have anything of value to say. This is the natural living one-legged Indian signing off. I hope you all have a pleasant evening, and I hope my dick doesn't fall off between now and Thursday, because if you miss Thursday's show next week, you've missed the opportunity of a lifetime to see something you'll never see again. All right, I'm going to go fucking drink and drive. I'll see you later. I'm going to call Jordan Peters.